Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a walkthrough of the Star Seeker Tarot. 79 card deck by Nikki Ferrado. She is the same creator that did the Shadows We Cast. I just did a walkthrough of this one. Absolutely stunning shadow deck. And this one is more of a cosmic. It is more of a star seeking deck. So we're going to do a walkthrough of it. The box is very petally. It feels really good. And it's one that just opens like so. Closes good. It's a good sturdy box. Let me zoom out. The Star Seeker Tarot, created to expand your imagination and guide you gently into truth, magic, and connection. And this is an indie deck. You can get it at www.starseekertarot.com. It comes with a guidebook that we will look at after we look at the cards. Just like the Shadows We Cast, except for it's lighter. We have a key to unlock the Star Seeker Tarot, and we have the keyhole to the door. It feels great. It's very sturdy. It's very good quality. You get this violet edging, and these backs are absolutely beautiful. So the first card we have is the Fool, and it looks like these stones or rocks are just magically appearing as she walks, which is pretty cool. She has got a stride going there in the cosmic world. Here we have the Magician. Let's see, on this card we have the Fool at the bottom with the number, and this card it's at the top. We'll see how the rest of them are. Now this Magician is giving me Jesus vibes for some reason. I don't know why. The sword, at first when I looked at it, I thought the sword there was a cross. But yeah, this is our cool Magician with the snow-covered mountains in the back, and looks like he has an eagle on his robe there. He's got his hands crossed, working something up. So here we have the High Priestess. We have this crystal right here, beautiful. She is not facing us. She's walking toward the moon. She has on this translucent robe, as you can see in the bottom. She's walking toward the moon. She has this magic in her hand, and it's kind of like Tinkerbell. It's just falling as she walks. Here we have our Empress in the garden. She is gorgeous, and it looks like these titles are going to be at the top. She's sitting in her chair and her beautiful flowers. And let's look at the Emperor and the Empress together. Okay, it looks like they're in the same garden. The chairs look alike. So this is our Emperor here with his arms crossed. He has the ram horns, the sun shining. Here is the Hierophant standing on top of the mountain. This looks very cosmic here. The inside of the robe, it looks like he is it looks like they are the galaxy. I love that. The knowledge, the learning. And here we have the Lovers. They have a rainbow. They have a sunshine and a lunar moon. It looks like they're sitting in a field of dandelions, maybe, and some clouds. Gorgeous. Here's our Chariot. This kind of reminds me of the Chariot of the Shadows We Cast. She's walking behind them in that deck too. So we have the yin and the yang horses, and she's kind of, to me, it looks like she doesn't have to rein them in. She has got them, so she's talking to them with her mind, or she's controlling them with her mind. And here we have the Strength card. This looks very playful here. Very gentle Strength card. Now notice this one's at the bottom. So some's going to be at the top, some's going to be at the bottom, which isn't a big deal at all. Here we have the Hermit card. Standing on top of the cliff there with his staff and his big ball of light instead of a lantern. All the stars in the background look stunning, breathtaking. Love. I absolutely love this card. I think it's gorgeous. It's fascinating. I love a spider web for the wheel. And we have the Justice card kind of floating in space, standing on a crystal or a rock with the sword up. It looks like a castle on their head for a crown, holding the scales. Our Hanged one, it's kind of in the middle. I love this. They look very kind of relaxed, like it's kind of easy. Here we have the Death card. We have some birds here. I'm not sure what kind of birds. It looks like a raven sitting on his shoulder. A crow. He's holding his staff with the blade. The inside of his cloak, it looks like the galaxy or the dark stars with the skeleton arm and hand coming out of the robe. Here we have our Temperance card. It looks like there's stars that she's mixing in with the fluid in the cups. She has wings that looks like they're made out of clouds. One foot in the water and one on the land. Very lighter weight. This Devil card's pretty fascinating here. We have the two shadow figures that look like they are tethered to the devil's hands, and his slit eyes with the horns coming up, and he's just appeared there. Just like the devil, you can't hardly see him. Here we have the Tower. It looks like this tower was on a very shaky foundation to begin with. Gorgeous star. This is beautiful, very cosmic looking. That looks like where I would like to be, sitting in the clear water. We have gorgeous moon. Love this moon card. And that's all we need for the moon card. We have the two eerie looking trees. We have the big full moon. We have the glow of the water here. The moon's reflection. Beautiful. And then we have the sun. We have a sun. I'm not sure if these are moons or suns around it. It gives the feeling that we're in a different, stepped into a different time zone or galaxy, or kind of a different world or planet. Here we have the Judgment card. I like it. I like the little dancing flames in front and behind her, and one in her hand. It almost looks like she's free. And here we have the World card, which is stunning. I love this. I don't know. I like the frame of it. I don't know if we're looking up or if we're looking out a window. But we have the shadow here and these stars. Wow. They're just beautiful. I love stars. And here we have the womb, which, oh, I really, really like this. What a more comforting card. Let's take a look at the guidebook and just see what it says about the womb. This is the extra card. I am here waiting and receiving in passive hibernation. I am not ready to transform, though I am not resting. I am surrendering. I wait and I am open. I embrace and I allow myself to grow, to ebb and flow with the natural rhythm and progression of life. I wait. I watch as my environment feeds me and I expand in response. Soon I will grow too large for the comfort of this embryo. I will puncture these walls and push forward to meet the air. I will take the gifts that sustain me in suspension and meet them with my own. Things are moving, even if you're not aware of it yet. For now, observe, absorb, and flow. You will know when it's time to take action. And the keywords are receive, nourish, surrender, and patience. And the reverse is forcing and impatience. What a beautiful card, and how well written that was. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles. I love these. They look like dandelions to me. I really like that. Or either snow-covered flowers. Whatever, it's beautiful. And here we have the Two of Pentacles. This reminds me of the Fool card. With the Two of Pentacles, she's trying to carry these two pentacles, and she's struggling a little bit, trying to get her footing up. That's a pretty big step there to go on, but very, very readable. This will make for great readings. The Three of Pentacles, they're all given a piece of what they have to make it complete. Beautiful. This is the Four of Pentacles. And we have our Five of Pentacles. You can tell she's definitely, they're definitely down on their luck there. Nowhere to go, isolated. Card makes me sad. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. So it's like the universe is giving. It's just coming out of the sky instead of a hand. That's interesting. So here we have the Seven of Pentacles. Love that. The Eight. Mastering the craft here. I love the window in the back and the little lantern we have here. I love how these cards feel. The Nine of Pentacles. She's living her best life there. Very content. And here we have the Ten of Pentacles. And I absolutely love this. This is like the grandmother, the mother, and the child. And not the typical nuclear family. This is passing down a legacy from one child to another, from the grandmother to the mother to the child. I love that. I think this card will make a lot of people feel seen. Because that is a lot of the families now. Most of the families that I know. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles here. This is really cool. Got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of books open. The Knight. Here is our Queen. Beautiful. And the King. They look together. Yeah, they're kind of not in the same place. He's got a book too, though. Everybody in the cards are reading except for the Knight. I don't think he had a book. Okay, the next suit is the Suit of Swords. This is usually my make or break. This is how I feel about the swords. Zoom in a little bit more. Okay, we have our Ace of Swords. And I like this Two of Swords. Instead of her arms crossed, like she has them wide open. We still have on the blindfold. It's dark. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of water, a lot of chaotic water. I like the arms open though. It's almost like an epiphany maybe. The Three of Swords. Oh, this is beautiful. We have an eye up in the cloud and it's crying into the hands. A little puddle of tears. Our Four of Swords. Other wind chimes. Very calming and readable that you need to maybe rest. Here we have the Five. It's kind of a typical Rider-Waite 5 there. And here we have our Six of Swords. Anyway, there's a pathway. And then there's a door with a light. And the figures in the dark cloaks are, and you can see their shadows there. They are definitely on their way. They're going toward the light, which would be better. And here we have the Seven of Swords kind of hiding in the cave here. Or a tree trunk. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a tree trunk. And the Eight. I like in this Eight that she's levitating. And then there's a hand coming out with the sword. So. And the Nine. She has a snake wrapped around her. And she has a bear behind her. A lot of splattered stuff in the back. And her face definitely tells that she's not in a good space. And here we have the Ten of Swords. They're not sticking completely through her, but we have a skull in front of us, and we have it looks like torment to me in the back. Here we have our Page. Our little rambunctious Page. I really like this Knight here. He has got a snarky look about him. I love the Queen. Very serious and serious-minded. And our King is kind of in a meditative pose on a cloud. His shirt looks like he's in the clouds too with his sword up. So he's definitely trying to get some clarity there. And we have the Ace of Wands. Very cosmic looking. And our Ace of Wands suit. The Two of Wands. Maybe she's planning there. I like the backdrops of these cards. They're very different. Here we have the Three. It looks like she may be on a boat. She's taking action there. Instead of waiting on the ships to come in, she made her own. I love the sky. Her wands are shining. They look like crystals. The Four of Wands. The Five. She's trying to turn some sort of a wheel to get out. There's definitely some conflict going on there, but is it with herself? Be interesting to see what the guidebook says about this one as well. Okay, and this is our Six of Wands. And instead of being on a horse, being recognized, it looks like she's on her wand, kind of flying. Very cosmic or kind of witchy energy with the full moon in the back. And it looks like the wands are raised up to her. Definitely being seen there. She's happy. And our Seven of Wands. Again, she's on higher ground, standing her ground. She has 2 wands in her hand. Okay, we have 5 wands here, and she has 2 in her hand. So, she's got that. You got this, girl. And here we have the 8 of Wands. And I really love this 8 of Wands because this 8 of Wands is coming straight from your heart chakra center. And the 9 of Wands, definitely tired, but still guarding, but maybe taking a little break. I can feel the woe here. Woe is me. I'm so tired. I'm wounded. Yeah. What a great card. And the 10. I see the little home, the little chimney in the background smoking. The smoke rising up. She's having to go through this horrible rocky terrain. Trying to keep her footing without dropping, I would say, responsibilities. Our page. She looks like a page of wands. Energy there. Just taking that plunge there. And the queen. I do love the court cards in this deck. There's our kitty. She looks like she's sitting up in some sort of a cosmic tree. Very confident she is. And our king. He's got a kitty too, so let's look at these two together. Yeah. Okay. Here we have the Ace of Cups. And here we have our Two of Cups. Like they're filling each other's cups, which is a great depiction of the Two of Cups. The Three of Cups. The Four of Cups. Definitely Four of Cups energy. I love that he's sitting on a rock in front of all this dark water. We've got the Three of Cups lit up, and then we've got the one right there at him or her. The Five, very Five of Cups energy there. We can definitely tell there's a lot of grief and pain in this card. And the Six. Here we have the Seven of Cups, and the one that she wants is out of reach. The one she's looking at, the one that looks the best, which is always the case, right? We have the Eight of Cups. Love this. And the Nine of Cups. This just looks like so much content and the joy and calm and happy. It looks like a weeping willow surrounded by maybe in the hot springs. Looks like I want to be there. And here we have the Ten of Cups. Playing in the water. Our Page of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Oh, that mermaid tail. Very cool. And very Knight of Cuppy. And cuppish. Very Knight of Cups energy there. And I believe our Queen of Cups is a mermaid as well. Well, I'm not sure the Knight of Cups was a mermaid, but there was a mermaid. Maybe they're a mermaid too. bet they are. So our queen is a mermaid. Love that. She's sitting on the rock. Let's look at the king. He is not a mermaid, but he is floating there, which is very cool. They go together with all the glitter and stars and cosmic vibes. Anyway, that was the deck. Let me give them a little shuffle and pull a card. This one. So let's see what we have. We have the King of Pentacles. So let's look at the guidebook and see what it says. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles sits comfortably on his throne carved from a great fallen tree. The book he once carried to guide him now rests under his arm as a reminder of his journey. As a leader, he is grounded, self-assured, and present. The King of Pentacles invites you to make practical decisions based on your collected life experiences and lessons. Above all, do what is best for your long-term well-being rather than acting from a place of impulse or passion. The King of Pentacles is reserved in nature and asks you to ground yourself before taking action. Make responsible, proven choices that will benefit your future self and those connected to you. This card may be a message to make firm decisions based on your beliefs. You may need to instill some boundaries in your life, and the King of Pentacles assures you that you do have the strength and wisdom needed to do this. The King of Pentacles may embody a part of you or another person in your life. It will depend on your reading and what makes sense for you. I love how she puts it into words. So, the Star Seeker Tarot Guidebook, written by Nikki Ferrado. We have the table of contents, the introduction, how to use the deck, tarot threads, major and minor, Pentacle, Swords, Wands, Cups, tarot exercises, and about the creator. So we get all that, and this is the major, so we get a good bit of that. We get, it tells about the card, what's going on in the card, and then you get the divination, you get the keywords, and you get reverse keywords. And let's look at the, you get just as much with the minors.